To the ancient Egyptians, drawing your final breath was an expected transition, but having every trace of your existence wiped away was considered the ultimate damnation. Looking at this carving, symbols represent a person's ren, or given name. For a king, this name was inscribed inside a cartouche, the continuous oval loop seen here. As long as these specific hieroglyphs remained legible, the royal soul's survival in the afterlife was guaranteed. Taking a chisel to these symbols achieved more than vandalism. It was a deliberate execution of a human soul. In early 2025, researchers digging beneath a rocky rise in Abydos, ominously called Anubis Mountain, uncovered a massive subterranean structure. To the ancients, this was sacred ground, believed to be the burial domain of Osiris, the god of the underworld. Dropping 23 feet below the modern surface, the team stood inside a sprawling royal burial chamber. The mud brick vaults above them rose over 16 feet high, built with a scale typically reserved for Egypt's most powerful rulers. Ancient robbers cleared out the gold, but the real damage was found on the walls. The central cartouche, the only record of who was buried here, had been meticulously wiped blank. Workers spent thousands of hours hauling stone and shaping these soaring vaults, only for a saboteur to remove the one piece of text that gave the room meaning. The original builder of this massive ancient monument was intentionally targeted by someone who wanted to orchestrate his total oblivion. The Vandals were selective. Painted in vivid golden hues at the tomb's entrance are two surviving figures, the deities Isis and Nephthys. In Egyptian theology, Isis was the master of magic who stitched the physical body back together, while Nephthys acted as the eternal protector of the dead. These golden murals were commissioned to ensure the king would not face the afterlife alone. The magical protections are fully intact, but because his name was erased, the king remains unrecognizable to the very gods meant to protect him. To find the culprit, we have to look at the political chaos of the Second Intermediate Period. During this era, Egypt's central power shattered. The country devolved into a collection of rival kingdoms constantly at war with one another. Caught in the middle of this conflict was Abydos. This sacred city became home to a line of rulers known as the Abydos dynasty, whom scholars once believed were purely mythical. That skepticism changed in 2014 with the discovery of the tomb of a pharaoh named Senebkai. Forensic analysis of Senebkai's skeleton revealed 18 deep bone wounds, proving that the kings of this forgotten dynasty were active warriors who died in combat. This newly discovered blank tomb shares the exact architectural layout of Senebkai's burial chamber, but the footprint is significantly larger. This similarity in design suggests that the nameless king provided the blueprint for this line of warrior pharaohs, ruling Abydos long before the dynasty eventually collapsed. The selective destruction of a single name raises questions about the motive. This level of effort suggests a personal or political drive to stop the king from reaching the afterlife, punishing the soul long after the body had failed. But the erasure continued through the centuries, hidden beneath the shifting landscape above. Directly on top of the hidden burial ground, researchers found a Roman-era pottery factory. The site was littered with ostraca, small fragments of pottery used as physical receipts by the workers. For millennia, thousands of pilgrims and factory workers walked directly over the head of this forgotten ruler, entirely unaware he was resting just 23 feet below their sandals. Researchers now possess the towering mud brick walls and the vaulted chambers he built to echo his power. What they lack is the man himself. The sands of Egypt successfully swallowed his identity, leaving behind an outline of history with no face to claim it. History forgets millions of people by accident, but this king was erased on purpose.